Finally, we have a news that news from the director of The Accountant that the sequel is finally moving ahead, and they closed the deal. So let me read what Cinema Blend had to say. The recent announcement that O'Connor and Affleck are in fact reteaming for The Accountant 2, along with co star Jon Bernthal, is something that feels absolutely random but at the same time long overdue. Joining Cinema Blend's Real Blend podcast, Gavin O'Connor broke the news to our hosts, and in a rather interesting way. This is the director speaking. There will not be a way back sequel, but we are doing an accountant sequel. We literally just closed that deal. We're doing the accountant again. That makes me very very happy. And it's something like Cinema Blend here says, it's something that we expected actually after that ending from the first movie, and I was all amped up to waiting just for the announcement of the second one being in works. And then the pandemic happened, there was no news, and it just kept fading away. And it also, I don't think it also didn't do that well at the box office. So many people slept on that movie, and it's just an amazing movie. So this makes me really happy that it's finally happening, and the director himself confirmed that. So this is very exciting news for me. What do you guys think?
Grayson?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that people slept on that movie because I'm one of them. Still haven't seen it. um, but I do love Gavin O'Connor. Way Back was actually my number two movie of last year, and
It
I
was
love
amazing.
Warrior. So I love the director. So I don't know why I haven't seen it. I think I just I got to get to it. It's on my list for sure. But this news does kind of it's gonna make me watch it a lot sooner than I was before. So I'm happy about this.
Cool.
Vivian, please tell me you've seen The Accountant.
I have seen the
Awesome.
accountant. I was I was one of the people that went into the movie theater and I sat down and I watched it. Um, After I heard the news, like it when it the accountant two, I was kind of like, okay, now I need to go and rewatch it again because I had kind of forgotten it and kind of like, oh no, like I forgot about the plot. And I was like, all I remember, because of course at the time, like Anna Kendrick was in her Pitch Perfect era, so all I was
Yeah.
thinking was. All I was thinking, oh, Anna Kendrick's in this and Ben Affleck's in this. And of course, Ben Affleck just came from Batman v Superman, and I was like, oh, I just want more to see more Ben Affleck, and so I ended up going in and watching it, and yeah, no, like I really enjoyed it. Um, I didn't really know that there was going to be a sequel to it. I was quite kind of like I thought it was just a one and kind of done kind of film, but that was just me. I can't remember what happened in the end, but yeah, no, I would love. I'm happy that it's getting a sequel. I'm kind of interested to see where they take and where they're going to go. Of course, I will sit down and I will watch it and see what happens. I mean, I watched the first one, so I mean, I'm excited to see what they could bring to the second one. So yeah.
Yeah, I went to go see it opening night in 2016 because we were kind of on that DC Batman train. I was so excited for the Batman solo movie, and I have a theory, and I talked about it online before. Very much how Focus with Margot Robbie and Will Smith to me was like a screen test for Warner Brothers to see, well, could these two nail it on screen in the Suicide Squad? Could that chemistry pay off? I think they definitely looked at that movie, and they did have chemistry in that movie, and it led to her being Harley Quinn for that Suicide Squad. I very much think that The Accountant was a screen test for the Batman movie because you have Commissioner Gordon, J.K. Simmons is in the
Yep.
movie. Anna Kendrick could have been Batgirl. I think she could have been great. And Ben Affleck is obviously in it. Jon Bernthal could have been who knows? He could have been someone in the Batman. But also, I think if Ben Affleck didn't direct the Batman movie, because look, it's very hard to direct and star in movies. I think he would have given it to Gavin O'Connor to direct the Batman movie, and I think it would have been an amazing to see because Gavin O'Connor was attached to a Suicide Squad film, a sequel to the David Ayer's one because David Ayer wasn't returning and stuff like that. There was reports that Gavin O'Connor would be directing the film. Never happened. That was my dream, was to see him direct the Suicide Squad. They definitely would have got probably Joe Manganiello, Destro in it. But look, The Accountant for me was just sat down in the theater. It was packed. I think it did pretty well here actually at the box office, and it was just a really engaging film. You know, because you're with Ben Affleck's character, you're not too sure like what is the story with him, what's he about. But he's just this assassin, but he's really smart, and he can fight, but he's painted with trauma from his childhood, and yeah, I just had a really good time with the film. I thought it was brilliant, and it made on IMDb it says it made 155 million on a $44 million budget, which it probably made a little bit of profit. But yeah, I think there's definitely I think a sequel to this could do pretty well because like Ben Affleck has said that this is one of his favorite roles. He's done like top 5 roles that he's done in his career. So like, and I think that really shows in the performance. Such an interesting character. You could definitely do more. Like in a world where like John Wick has a trilogy and a fourth movie and a 5th movie coming, like this could be Ben Affleck's kind of trilogy, and I think it'd be awesome to see because Gavin O'Connor and him have worked together well. You know, with the Way Back, which is such a strong, compelling film, and then Warrior is a brilliant film, as Grayson said as well. So yeah, I'm all for this one, and I'm looking. I will sit down and watch this opening night in theaters if it makes theaters, because it's hard to know what films are in cinemas or streaming nowadays. But yeah, all for it. More Ben Affleck, and I think like Ben Affleck seems to be a lot more healthy and stuff like that. His head seems to be kind of a lot better, so he's going to be in the Flash movie, so he could be recapturing that hunger he had in 2016, hopefully. That's all hope, and he wants to maybe go back into the Batman, you know. But yeah, all for it. The Accountant too. And Casey, are you excited for that?
Yeah, man. I loved the first movie. I won't give away the ending. But the ending just made me really hyped for the second one. And like I said, it didn't happen. But now that we're getting it, I'm pretty excited. And like you, I'll be, in the theater first day watching it.
Yeah.
It's definitely one that you need to rewatch
Yes.
again.
Yeah.
For me, definitely. Because I'm after forgetting it. So I'm like, okay, I need to go rewatch that one.
Yeah, I forgot the
I
plot
just
as well. I just remember the ending, and I remember what kind of an assassin he is. Like he's in the autistic spectrum, and he's very sharp with certain things and intelligent. So that's all I remember. I don't remember the story or the plot. So I'll definitely be rewatching as well.
And they did a good job at world building as well,
Yeah.
because without giving away spoilers, there was like a conspiracy with the government as well, and stuff like that. So, but one of the scenes that kind of stands out to me is like he's laying out his pens in order, and he has like all his calculator, and he's trying to solve the I don't know exactly what it is, but something within that company. And then like somebody wipes it away on the whiteboard that he's been working on for like nights and days, loads of days, and he gets so annoyed because it upsets him, like of his autism. But yeah, I just thought he nailed the performance big time. So definitely looking forward to the sequel.
Absolutely.